Out-of-body experiences, or also known as OBEs, are not a new phenomenon. For centuries, these experiences, along with near-death experiences, ND, have been recorded and explored across various cultures, religions, and spiritual traditions. What has changed, however, is how these experiences are shared and interpreted in modern times. Greetings and welcome to the channel, Edrienia Extrasensory Elevation. It's me, Sani, and I welcome you all to this video. In this video, I'm going to share with you my out-of-body experience. Throughout my life, I have had numerous out-of-body experiences, starting from my childhood to this day. Most of these experiences occurred during sleep, where I would see myself traveling through tunnels and visiting various places, some familiar, others unfamiliar. I found myself underwater, exploring locations that I have seen before, or could later recognize through pictures or movies or actual visits. However, among all my OBEs, one stands out as the most significant. It happened not in my sleep, but during a time of deep prayer and meditation and journaling. This is the story of that main OBE, which occurred in November 2018 at my residence in St. John's College, Auckland, New Zealand. Let me share with you the background to my experience. To understand the significance of this OBE, it is important to share what was happening in my life at the time. My experience occurred during a period of intense personal struggle. In July of 2018, I had just begun my PhD studies, a moment that should have been a new chapter of growth and opportunity in my life. And yet, I was battling severe depression, suicidal thoughts, and complete burnout. Years of relentless full-time and part-time academic work, church ministries, employment, and life responsibilities had taken a toll. I was at my lowest point, struggling to find peace and clarity. My daily practice of waking early, a habit influenced by my time in the Navy, gave me a semblance of stability. While I normally woke at 5 a.m., my waking hour shifted to 3 a.m. a few years prior. During this quiet window between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., I would spend time alone in Bible reading, prayer, meditation, journaling, and reflection. This is where my main OBE occurred, completely unplanned and transformative. I will talk about the experience. Unlike my other OBEs that occurred during sleep, this one took place while I was fully awake in meditation. Suddenly, I felt myself leaving my physical body. I could see my spirit or soul exiting my head and moving upwards, like a camera zooming out. Slowly, I ascended, first to the ceiling, then beyond the roof of my house. I began to rise higher and higher, seeing the trees surrounding my home, then the entire St. John's compound. As I ascended further, I saw the whole of Meadowbank, then Auckland, and eventually all of New Zealand. As I continued to rise, I heard every sound around me, conversations, the footsteps, the movement of trees and insects, even the faintest sounds of life. It was overwhelming, yet clear, as though my hearing had transcended earthly limitations. Eventually, I left Earth's atmosphere, reaching what I can only describe as outer space, or perhaps another realm. At this point, I arrived at a place. While I cannot recall exactly what I saw, for reasons I still don't understand, I vividly remember the feeling I had there. It was identical to the profound peace, joy, love, and warmth I experienced during a near-death experience in the year 2000. And I already recorded a video about this experience, and you feel free to watch that video in your own time. Anyway, the closest words to describe this experience, my OBE, are pure bliss and unconditional love. A state so beautiful, it defies earthly language. As Rumi, the Sufi mystic, once wrote, beyond the ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. That place I reached felt like that very field, a space of divine unity beyond human comprehension. After a moment, I switched perspectives and began seeing Earth from above. I could see the entire planet, its lights, the cars, the cities, and the constant movement of humanity. As I looked down, I felt an overwhelming weight of all the pain, of all the suffering and sadness of humanity. It was intense and nearly unbearable. Along with this pain came a sudden awareness and understanding of the lies, the manipulations, and systems of control imposed on humanity throughout history. I saw how religion, governments, and education systems had often been used to brainwash, exploit, and divide us. The words of the Indian sage teacher Krishnamurti echoed in my mind. It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. At the moment, I saw the sickness of systems we have come to accept as normal, and my soul ached with the weight of that truth. In that moment, anger and sadness filled me. I realized that knowing this truth would forever change me. I understood that life would never be the same again. Awareness, as they say, is both a blessing and a burden. And that is exactly how I felt, even to this day. Suddenly, I began descending. I returned to Earth in the same way I had left, zooming in quickly, faster and faster. I saw Auckland, then the trees, and finally my house. It felt as though I was being sucked back into my body, like a vacuum pulling me in. The physical sensation was intense, as if my heart, lungs, and stomach were tumbling together inside me. And then, in an instant, I was back. I was back to my physical body. I would like to share with you what happened after and the lessons I learned from this experience. This OBE marked the beginning of a profound spiritual awakening, a journey that lasted from November 2018 to the first half of 2024. The experience was a gift and a call to deeper understanding. And here are the key lessons I learned. Number one, revelation is a gift. This experience was given to me by God, not something I sought on my own or earned. Just as Jesus told Peter, flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father in heaven, as in Matthew chapter 16, verses 17. True spiritual awareness comes when divinely appointed. It's not something that we force or desire. It is within on God's time and His own choice that He provides us with this revelation. Number two, illusions of humanity. I realized that humanity has been deceived for generations through religion, governments, and education. Systems built to control and divide us, keep us from seeing the divine truth. As spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle said, awareness is the greatest agent for change. Awareness frees us from these illusions and allows us to reclaim our spiritual autonomy. And third, love is the ultimate truth. Despite the pain and deception I witnessed, the ultimate truth is this. On the other side, or the next life, as many have called, there is only love, peace, joy, and unity. The concept of eternal punishment, such as hellfire, is a fabrication or human construction. Love is the essence of God, and love is what awaits us on the other side. A way forward from this journal, Edrienia Extrasensory Elevation. This experience has shaped my understanding of spirituality and life. It was the doorway to my spiritual awakening, a path that revealed the truths many of us have forgotten. But awakening can be very challenging. It requires courage, introspection, and guidance. This is where Edrienia Extrasensory Elevation offers a path forward. Edrienia creates a space where individuals can explore their inner spiritual potential, awaken to divine truths, and transcend the limitations imposed by systems of control. It aligns perfectly with what I have learned, that love, awareness, and inner transformation are the keys to true freedom. As Rumi reminds us, to not be satisfied with the stories that come before you. Unfold your own myth. Edrienia is here to guide those who are ready to unfold their own spiritual journeys and embrace the light within themselves. Let this be a call to awaken, to embrace love, and to seek the truth that lies within us. As they say, awareness changes everything. Thank you all for watching, and blessings to you all, and see you all in my next video.